with the latest news now. This is the NewsFeed.
Fort Worth is stealing the spotlight. Some are calling it the new Hollywood of Texas, and Tarrant County College is right there in the action, training the next wave of crew members who are already landing jobs on the big screen production.
Welcome to the NewsFeed. I'm Kaylin Stecker.
And I'm Damari Williams.
The film scene in Fort Worth is booming, and TCC is making sure students get a piece of the action.
TCC is celebrating its first graduating class from the new Film Collaborator program. And these students aren't just getting certificates. They're walking straight onto feature film sets.
The program is a team-up between TCC and the Fort Worth Film Commission, designed to keep up with the surging demand in North Texas. The industry has created more than 30,000 jobs, boosted by hit shows like Yellowstone and Landman. Interim TCC Northeast Campus President Kirsten Jakowitz says, "We want students to be employable, to make impact, to have prosperous careers. They're not just getting certificates, they're getting jobs. They're getting job." And this comes at a perfect time. Texas just approved $300 million in film incentives over the next 2 years, meaning the future is looking bright for new crew members.
Ready for a career in film? TCC's program preps you for entry-level work in the industry. You'll learn more about film operations, safety, hair and makeup, lighting, and set constructions. 3 certificates are available: grip and lighting, hair and makeup, and light commercial constructions. And the cost as low as $50 up to $300 depending on the course. For more info, head to tccd.edu and search Film Collaborative.
Automotive dreams shifting into high gear at TCC. We'll show you how it's helping fuel the future right after our first weather with Caleb Gilbreth.
Nearly 50,000 students are now enrolled this fall, up more than 20% since 2021. And with more start dates still to come, that number is expected to keep growing.
A new partnership is putting students in the driver's seat. 10 Tarrant County College students are the first to receive the Audubon Fort Worth Scholarship. The luxury dealership donated $50,000, meaning each student gets $5,000 to cover tuition. The goal? Help fill a big need for skilled automotive technicians. TCC Chancellor Elva LeBlanc calls it game changer, saying partnership breaks down barriers and keeps students on track for high-paying jobs right here at home. The scholarship not only supports students, but also drives the industry forward in a fast-changing market.
Hey gardeners, it's time to get a jump on fall planting. Tarrant County College is holding its annual fall plant sale on October 3rd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The walk-up event is at TCC Northwest at the NW50 building on Marine Creek Parkway. You'll find indoor plants, fall vegetables, native plants, and perennials.
Remember those old hall passes from back in school? One Dallas campus is taking that idea to the next level, using technology to track students and boost safety. Our Lacey Beasley shows us how it works.
Safety is a big concern.
Every year, Principal Candace Ruiz strives to find innovative ways to keep her students safe.
Good morning, good morning.
And a program securely could be the most high-tech hall pass you've ever seen. It assigns students a designated bathroom and then gives them a timer.
You just have to say, "Miss Dowdy, can I use the restroom?" And then she would say, "Put the e-hall pass in."
Isabella Maldonado is an 8th grader. She tells me there were distractions in the hallways in past years.
You see a lot of people in the hallways roaming around, making loud noises.
She shows me how students request hall passes online, click on the teacher's name, and then their assigned bathroom, or nurse's office, or library, if that's where they're going. On the admin side,
The student has asked to use the restroom, and it is sitting here to be approved.
teachers approve the hall pass, and then the countdown starts. If a student takes longer than 10 minutes, screens turn yellow, and teachers or administrators will check on them.
You just went to get your water?
Yeah, and to the bathroom.
Okay, you may go back. Thank you, sir. Thank you for using your e-hall pass. Now I know where all our kids are. Our students don't have their cell phones. They can't meet up in the restroom. All these systems are making sure that our focus is always on kids learning.
It would be safe when we're having drills or like evacuation, so like the administrators know where you're at.
Robert T. Hill Junior High also has other safety measures in place. As students enter the school, they must lock up their phones in yonder pouches like these, have teachers search their bags, walk through a metal detector, and sometimes get wanded. But even with those locked cell phone pouches, some students find a way.
If it's been vandalized, I do pick them up.
Is that students trying to claw their way in?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he's did.
Overall, it's innovative measures like these that aim to keep schools safe.
Having Yonder and having e-hall pass has helped keep our schools safe, especially since our kids do not have their cell phones. It helps us still keep track on where they're at.
When you dial 911, you expect help to show up fast and at the right place. But a deadly mistake in Grand Prairie shows us how a cell phone can sometimes send first responders to the wrong location. Aaron Jones has the story.
And inside the house is several more.
Bullet holes in a garage door are evidence of what Thomas Simpson calls one of the scariest nights of his life.
I never expected anything like this in this neighborhood.
He says around 1:30 a.m. Friday, he thought burglars were outside his home because officers never identified themselves. He says he grabbed his gun, opened the garage door, and then saw a badge.
As soon as the door opened, I saw their badge. I threw the gun to the ground, got shot in the leg. I dropped to the ground, and Grand Prairie PD proceeded to fire about 8 rounds after I was on the ground.
He says one bullet hit his leg.
What was going through my mind is they already had like a SWAT team over in that corner over there with the riot shields. I'm like, what is going on? And is my family okay from all the shots being fired into my house?
He says he was taken to the hospital while his family was detained.
Well, they ordered them out of the house one by one and put them in handcuffs. Even my children, 13-year-old and 16-year-old, had to sit in the back of a cop car in handcuffs for 4 hours.
Grand Prairie police admit they were supposed to respond to a disturbance call at a neighbor's house. They say their computer dispatching system got the address wrong, in part because the call came from a cell phone. Police say Simpson may now be charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against a peace officer.
They did not give me a reason at all. And I asked them, why are you even here?
Simpson says he'll be okay and is now planning to take legal action.
I understand they're trying to do their job, but they need to do better.
In Grand Prairie, Aaron Jones.
A crime so brutal it's hard to even imagine. Police say a man was beheaded in broad daylight at a Dallas motel, and they arrested a suspect. Brasida Hogan has been following this tragic story from the start.
Something nobody would have expected took place at the Downtown Suites Motel in East Dallas. A man tells us he witnessed a beheading.
Ma'am, this is not normal to happen.
According to the arrest affidavit, police obtained video which shows 37-year-old Jordanis Cobos Martinez grab a machete and start stabbing 50-year-old Chandra Nahamalaya multiple times. The victim is seen fleeing down the parking lot towards the front office where his wife and son were.
He chased him from 108 all the way to the office. The man was trying to get in the office to his family.
A witness who saw the entire thing says the wife and son attempted to stop the suspect, but he pushed them away and continued to violate the victim's remains.
I find it sick, disgusting. I'm speechless.
Kind of out of the norm and is mind-blowing.
The affidavit states Dallas Fire arrived first. They saw the suspect covered in blood with a machete in hand, and they were able to catch him down the road. Several sources tell me the victim was a manager at the motel and say the suspect did maintenance there.
I feel bad for his family because he got a wife and a son. They came out. They didn't know what to do. She was screaming and hollering, but I told her to get back in there because I didn't know if he was going to attack her too.
The suspect has been charged with capital murder, and according to Dallas County Jail records, he has an immigration hold for allegedly being in the U.S. without authorization. Records also show he's been arrested for auto theft in Florida and has indecency with a child and assault charges in Houston.
How much money will it take you to retire comfortably? The answers may surprise you.
And scammers are targeting your phone, and they're getting smarter. When the newsfeed returns.
Who is Tarrant County College? We are ambitious and full of potential. We bridge education and employment. The beating heart of healthcare, the drivers of industry, the very fabric of Tarrant County. We partner with employers so graduates step into waiting careers. We're changing the game, trailblazing a path forward, uplifting North Texas. We are TCC. Bold steps, better futures.
Happy birthday, Max.
Yes! I'm Joan the Phone, here to show you 4 easy ways to stay safe online. Come on.
We can secure our world. Online security depends on you and me. Install updates, make better passwords. Think before you click, use multiple factors. That's how we can secure our world.
Learn more at CISA.gov/secure our world.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Text messages are now the number one way scammers are reaching people. That's according to Federal Trade Commission. And if your phone seems to be buzzing more than ever with random links or strange messages, you're not alone. Experts say the rise in these text scams is costing consumers billions. And one particular type of fraud is growing faster than others, especially with today's economic climate. Michael Yoshida is live with what you need to watch out for. Michael?
In today's shaky economy and labor market, people may be trying to find ways to earn an extra buck or maybe even find a new, better paying job. And that's where the concern rises because according to data from the Federal Trade Commission, job and employment scams are on the rise.
In the first half of 2025, the Federal Trade Commission's data shows more than 235,000 text message scams were reported in the U.S., resulting in $342 million in losses.
It's not hard to look down at your phone when you get a ding of a text message, and scammers bet on that.
Among the many types of these scams, fake job or employment texts.
It might sound really interesting, a great opportunity. They will say things like they're a recruiter from a well-known company.
In Q1 of this year, the FTC says there were about 29,000 reports of job or employment text scams, and it's on the rise. And with an economy where more people may be looking for a side hustle to earn extra cash or even a new job, it can be tempting to reply.
But there's always going to be this ask that you reply with personal information or financial information to pay you. What the scammer really wants is to steal your money or your identity. So just make sure you're not clicking those links and not responding to those text messages.
Other things to remember if you get a suspicious text. Take a pause. You may want to rush to respond so you don't miss the opportunity, but relax. Is it too good to be true? Maybe even show it to a friend and get their opinion. Research the number, have others reported it. Also see if the company exists and is actually hiring. And if you decided to scam, report it.
And along with clicking that report as a scam button on your phone, you can also go to ftc.gov. There you can click the report fraud tab where you can make a full report to the government as well. Reporting in Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida.
It's the million-dollar question many of us are asking. How much money do we actually need to retire comfortably? According to a new study, the average American believes they'll need around $1.26 million. But a lot of us are not even close to reaching that goal. In today's Consumer News, Jen Sullivan examines the type of retirement accounts available and breaks down how much you should be saving each year.
More money for retirement. But when should you start saving, and just how much do you need?
There's really no such thing as too early.
Samuel Taub is an investing writer for NerdWallet. Earlier this year, they conducted a survey and found 39% of Americans said not having enough saved for retirement was a financial concern. The most common types of retirement accounts are an IRA, which is controlled by you, or a 401k, which is sponsored by your employer, and many companies will match what you put in.
IRAs typically don't cost anything to open. Even contributing a small amount if you're fresh out of college and waiting tables can still make a big difference down the line.
Here's how much Fidelity Investments suggests you have in savings. By 30, you should have 1 times your salary, and it goes up by age. By 67, you should have 10 times your salary in a retirement account. But a lot depends on where you live and your lifestyle.
If you're living in a high cost of living or even medium cost of living area, that number may be north of $1 million.
Go Banking Rates recently broke down how much you need to retire wealthy. In popular retirement communities like Prescott, Arizona, you need just over $1.8 million to retire for 20 years. In Naples, Florida, you need just under that. Other ways to grow your retirement savings is investing in the market or even cryptocurrencies.
Once you get older and closer to retirement, the general consensus is that you're supposed to shift your portfolio into safer assets like a heavier bond allocation in order to preserve your money against the possibility of a downturn.
A financial advisor can help you reach your retirement goals. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Dozens of containers come crashing down, and a toy idea that stacked up to the real deal. It's all in today's Take a Look at This.
We could see a few raindrops this weekend. A live look over the Northeast campus, Caleb Gilbreth has your storm team forecast. Take is next.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Well, I'm looking good. Thank you. Just became a real ID. What's the plan? Impromptu road trip? Actually, the plan is to fly to New York for today's product launch, and then visit the family in California and cap it off with a girls' weekend in New Orleans. You really can just do all that. Sure, I'm a real ID, so I'm good to board any domestic flight. Speaking of which, gotta fly. Nice. Enjoy. I'll be here.
Be your Real ID self today. To learn how, visit tsa.gov/realid or your local DMV.
From the NewsFeed's Forecast Center, this is your Storm Team Forecast.
Welcome back to the NewsFeed, overlooking Fair Parks in Dallas. The State Fair is right around the corner. Currently, it's 87 degrees, high today at 90. Storm Team radar is clear for now, but we'll see rain roll in later tonight. and taking you into the Storm Team 7-day. Monday, scattered thunderstorms, 88. Tuesday, morning storms, high of 87. Wednesday and Thursday, looking dry. Highs in the upper 80s to 90s with lows near 70s.
A portside accident had people watching in shock as huge shipping containers came crashing down into the water, and the whole thing was caught on camera. Jeremy Roth has today's. Take a look at this.
Oh, what's going on in the stacks?
Shocking new video shows the startling moments when a portside incident caused dozens of massive shipping containers to topple like dominoes. The major mishap happened at the port of Long Beach in California, where officials say about 75 containers plunged off the cargo ship Mississippi and into the water, where they piled up, dented, and damaged. Thankfully, no injuries were reported, but officials were forced to halt terminal operations, establish a safety perimeter, and begin salvage and investigatory operations to pick up the pieces, literally and figuratively, of this perplexing portside puzzle. Speaking of puzzles, an Oregon student's original design for an elaborate Lego set is now on store shelves after the company deemed it worthy of their iconic branding. Inspired by a trip to Italy, 20-year-old Cal Poly student Alex Sali submitted his Italian Riviera Village design through the Lego Ideas program, where it earned the required 10,000 votes from other creators to be considered by Lego, according to KGW. After working with the company to refine the design, Sali's nearly 3,300-piece set is now a reality and available for purchase. It's a dream-come-true ending to a journey this lifetime Lego lover says took 3 years from concept to release. Finally, this last artist's work isn't found in a store, it's found in stables. Julia Tong is making a name for herself at the Nashville Fair in Tennessee by knocking out elaborate painted portraits of animals at a mere 1 hour each. Tong told WTVF she loves that her work allows her the time with the animals, but says her ultimate goal is to foster a love of art in anyone who passes by. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
A record-breaking performance put one Texas teen on the global stage.
And a rookie making waves in the WNBA, and she's already breaking records. We'll show you what has fans talking when John Ethan Wilson joins us next with sports.
Welcome back to the Vasquez Voice. And boy, oh boy, has the crisis of the pavement returned. That's right, the main sidewalk by the student building is under construction. Again, like what's the deal at this point? You could have finished the first part during the semester and continue it during winter break, but no, we just had to suffer. What's funny is that it's just a small spot on the whole pavement, and it just screams the phrase, hey, you missed a spot. Now, you have to take a longer route to the Fine Arts Building, or you got to go through a grassy detour. And honestly, respect to those who take that path. You have quite the resilience. And look, I get it. The infrastructure for our campus is important, and it makes it look good. And believe me, it does. But stuff like this, nah, man, it looks goofy. Really goofy when you see that trope of one construction guy do all the work while the rest of the crew watch. Maybe this is the new curriculum. Forget theater or music, the new one is navigating a pylon maze. And for the final exam, try not to twist your ankle on the way to class. And for that, friends, you have my respect. And that's the Vasquez Voice.
When I came back from the war, I was barely hanging on by a thread. I'm here today because of Tanya's relentless efforts in trying to get me healed. And says, Michael, I know you've got a plan to take your life today, but if you give me just 5 more minutes to love you.
5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, honey, 5 more minutes to love.
Michael has actually taught me what it looks like to accept help.
From the NewsFeed Sports Desk, this is the Sports Report.
Welcome back, everyone.
WNBA star Paige Beckers is showing exactly why she was this year's #1 pick. The Dallas Wings rookie just picked up the league's Rookie of the Year honors after a record-setting season. She came to Dallas after leading UConn to a national championship and didn't miss a beat, becoming the fastest rookie ever to reach 500 points and 100 assists, a dominant start, and she's just getting warmed up. Get ready to cheer on a rising star. A Texas teenager has just made history, becoming the youngest person ever to earn a spot on the U.S. team for the World Athletics Championships. 16-year-old Cooper Lukenhaus will be one of 2,200 elite athletes at the competition, which kicks off Saturday in Tokyo. Even Cooper himself was shocked when he qualified. His goal going into the U.S. National Championships was just to make it to the final, but he did more than that, winning the silver medal in the 800 meters and shaving more than a second off the under-18 world record. Big changes are coming to the college football transfer rules. The NCAA is doing away with the spring transfer portal, meaning players will now have just one chance to switch schools. A New York Times report says the committee made the move to cut down on roster instability. The new window will open in January, with the exact date set next month. Coaches say a single free agency period makes things easier to manage. And with most transfers already happening before the winter deadline, supporters call it a smart move. But critics worry a January start date could impact teams still in the playoff hunt. There will still be some exceptions allowed under the new rule. And that's it for sports.
Retirement is a dream for so many, but what if you could punch out for the last time before you were even a year old? We'll introduce you to one of Texas' youngest retirees and tell you about the unconventional job they just left.
Ask seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
If you get a phone call, do not talk to the person.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
Just hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call the Senior Medicare Patrol.
If you suspect Medicare fraud, contact the Senior Medicare Patrol in your state.
3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
You know the national parks, but you may not know that they're supported by a strong foundation. A foundation for the future. We are the National Park Foundation, and together with your support, we are building a bold future where national parks are vibrant, protected, and welcoming. Today, tomorrow, forever. Learn more at nationalparks.org/foundation.
Who is Tarrant County College? We are ambitious and full of potential. We bridge education and employment. The beating heart of healthcare, the drivers of industry, the very fabric of Tarrant County. We partner with employers so graduates step into waiting careers. We're changing the game, trailblazing a path forward, uplifting North Texas. We are TCC. Bold steps, better futures.
Looking for some career inspiration? A 6-month-old from Texas is proof that you can enjoy your free time away from the office. Last week, the Tyler City Council celebrated the efforts of one of its youngest retirees.
Today we have Olivia Alicorn, who's receiving her certificate for 6 months of service to the city of Tyler.
Meet Olivia Alicron. She just completed her time in Tyler's Infant at Work program. The initiative lets employees bring their babies to joy from 4 weeks until 6 months of age.
Olivia's mom, Vita, works at Tyler Transit. She said the program made a huge difference for her family. Olivia was the 20th baby to retire from the program, and now she plans to spend more time with her grandmother. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.